So Neil, obviously we've got the Fed tonight. What are your thoughts on it and how do you see it playing out?
Yeah, good afternoon. All week we've been waiting for the FOMC, who meet every 6 weeks, and tonight at 7 o'clock they give their version of interest rates. According to one report here, we have 123% chance that the Fed are going to cut their rates by 0.25 tonight. I think most of the market agrees with that. So basically, educated trade, we're telling people if it is 0.25, do you buy it, do you sell it, or you don't trade? And I think we're going for 0.25 for a no trade.
Okay.
That's the worst scenario for us. However, if they do not raise rates, the market will go ballistic, and I believe the stock market will probably come off 3-4% because so much in the market. Alternatively, if they cut rates by 0.5%, which Donald Trump has tweeted 4 or 5 times this week, the stock market will probably go up to 300 ticks. Yeah. So the first thing is to work out at 7 o'clock. The FOMC will decree whether the rates are unchanged, which would mean very busy, or a cut by 0.25%, or whatever. Then at 7:30, we have Jeremy Powell, the leader of the FOMC, will then tell us why he's only cut rates by a quarter or not, or by half. So it's a 3-stage format really. 7 o'clock, 0.25 we think it is. We're very quiet, we then have to wait half an hour to his speech. However, if it is unchanged, the market will go into turmoil, and Wall Street will come off 2-3%. And remember, for this, it's 7 p.m, so we only have 2 hours of trading. So we have to try and condense a whole day's trading into 2 hours. So that's why we're very volatile indeed. So all this was taken on board, as is every other company basically in the Western world, working on what the Fed are going to do. Despite Donald Trump, who has tweeted probably 35 times alone this week, telling the Fed that he wants a massive cut. The market suggests, most US figures this week have been very good, that we don't have to cut at all. So that's the dilemma we've got in the markets.
Do you think you'll wait for the news or the press conference to...
I think, as you said before, the 7 o'clock bang, the FOMC will probably cut rates by 0.25%. That's 123%.
So will you jump in the markets at the press
conference?
No,
that I won't do anything. The press conference, Jeremy Powell will then tell us why, and he will use a plethora of adjectives of whether they will cut again. And people sometimes think you might have a dot system or anything else, where people in the Fed expect rates to be in the next year. So if you've got a 4 dot systems that they expect 4 more cuts, that'll be 1% more off, and that will push the market up. We accept that Donald Trump needs a high stock market because his election comes up and the new president's announced next November 2020. However, are the Fed independent, or do they want to wait and see? And Powell and Trump are on a crossroads to a huge crash. The figure we've had this week, and remember, the Fed will know what non-farm payroll is on Friday now. So it's a good figure as such. Powell would say we don't need to cut by half. However, Donald Trump needs a weaker dollar for his exports. So the two are completely different things. But if we believe in the markets, the Fed is an independent organisation. So my view is a quarter's in the market. I don't think even Powell is brave enough to say no rate cut.
Perfect. Neil, thanks for your thoughts as always and have a fantastic day.
Good luck tonight, thank you.